guys, welcome to your monthly reading. This reading is going to be for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Scorpio. We're going to take a look at what messages your spirit team wants to relay to you for the remainder of this month and going forward. Now, please keep in mind that these are just general readings, meaning that the messages may or may not resonate with you. However, do take the messages that does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? Also, be sure to check out my other videos for your other sign placements if you find that there are no messages in this particular video for you, all right? So with that being said, let us go ahead and get started. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors, for the collective sign of Scorpio for being present. We're going to start your reading off with your oracle messages. So let's take a look at what those are. All right, and you guys have crossroads, okay? And it says it's entirely up to you if you want to continue on the same path or take a risk and start something new. All right. Okay, and then you guys have your tone needs adjustment. You appear angry when you are not. All right, for whoever that resonates with. And then your symbol. Okay, and then your charm message is you have carnation flower. When it says slow down and be more present, someone needs your support at this time, and express more love through words and action. All right, so this gives me a feeling that some of you guys may be cut off emotionally, mainly to, I feel like, others around you, other loved ones. All right, with this, your tone needs to be adjusted. You appear angry when you're not. So it's not that you are angry. You may just be coming off as that way to others. All right, so you're being called to kind of loosen up on that a little bit and express yourself in a more loving manner. All right, well, let's take a look at what your spirit team has to tell you. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Can you please guide this reading and show me what is Scorpio's current situation? What is the current situation for Scorpio? Okay, and you guys have strength. It's your current situation. And what is the current challenge for Scorpio? Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. What is their current challenge? All right, you guys have the star as your current challenge. Okay, and what advice do you have for Scorpio? Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. What advice do you have for them? Okay, and you guys have death as advice. One of my favorite cards in the tarot deck. And then lastly, what is the expected outcome? What is the expected outcome? Ooh, look at that. We have the 10 of Pentacles in the expected outcome. All right. Card at the bottom of the deck for you guys is the Ace of Wands. So some new opportunity coming in there for you. All right, but let's take a look at what your spirit team wants you to know, guys. I definitely feel like for some of you, you are just where this card says you are. You're at a crossroads, right? Okay, and it says again, it's entirely up to you if you want to continue on the same path or take a risk and start something new. So I do feel like some of you guys are definitely right now weathering the storm. All right. You may be going through obstacles at this time in your life. All right. But you are trying to persevere it through it all. All right. With the strength card being here, standing strong. All right. Standing tall and firm and not necessarily backing down. All right. And keep in mind that can be a good and a bad thing. All right. Because sometimes when think about lions, they're very prideful. All right. Sometimes we have to allow ourselves to let go of our pride. All right. And become more meek. Right. As you can see, that's what this lion is in this particular situation. Right. He doesn't seem as prideful as you would expect a lion to be. And you have someone there who's nurturing him during this hard time, right? Who's there to support him, all right? So I do feel like some of you guys may be taking on your problems, your struggles, your strifes on your own, all right? Maybe being prideful, and, you know, just really feeling like you, like I said earlier, you're weathering the storm. You're telling yourself you've got this, right? Because you feel like you do. I do feel like deep down you guys feel like you do. Right? When it says someone needs your support at this time, and I look at like the lion, like how she's supporting him during this time, this could be you. All right. So this could be you, or if it's not you needing the support, you may know someone else who is in this situation right now, who you can be providing support to during this time. All right. So you guys are, you know, sticking it out, whatever you're going through right now, Scorpio, which is, like I say, could be a good thing, obviously, because you show that you're agile and that you have the strength to do as such, but then don't have it to a point to where, you know, you shut off support where it's needed. All right. Because you guys have the star here in your challenge position. And for me, this is like you having a hard time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Right? So like having a hard time maybe keeping hope and faith alive, right? Because of maybe obstacles and challenges that you're going through or that you have went through. Maybe you feel like, in a sense, you know, why me? You know, why do I have to go through these things? Why do I have to go through these trials and tribulations? But even though I'm going through them, that's not going to stop me. It's maybe the mentality of some of you guys, you know, even though I'm going through it, it's not going to stop me, right? But somewhere you guys may have a lack of seeing that, you know, light at the end of the tunnel just because of surrounding situations or circumstances. Your advice from your beautiful spirit team is the Death card. My favorite card in the tarot deck, well, one of them. Just because it is like, you see how with her rib cage exposed, it's like she's exposing herself, right? So I feel like this is asking you to allow yourself to be vulnerable. All right, Scorpio, allow yourself to be vulnerable during this time. All right. So maybe, you know, really expressing, like this card says, expressing more love, all right, through words and actions. So whereas you're maybe not used to doing that, you're used to being, you know, tall and prideful. This may be asking for you to step into a more vulnerable side of yourself. All right. Let it show, express it. All right. So that way, that's like a form of release for you. All right. A form of release for you to where I feel like you'll get the bigger picture. Right. Right now, the light may be dimmed. You're not seeing everything as clearly as you can. But I feel like when you allow yourself, your emotions, your feelings to be transparent, all right, then you allow others to come in that can, you know, help you during this time, all right, support you during this time, and just be there to be like your your aid, right? To help guide you along your path and your way. And that brings us to the Ten of Pentacles here, being in your expected outcome. All right. And the Ten of Pentacles card is obviously a card about, you know, being financially in a good place. But what I'm getting mainly from this is like, do you see how there's like a family in the background and you have this man sitting at the top? So I feel like this is saying that the foundation starts with your family. All right. So for some of you guys, who could have a good support system that you're not really, you know, using to your advantage, this is, I feel like, asking you to lean on your family for support. All right. And emotional support more than anything. All right. Like I say, I'm getting that energy more so from this card than I am, you know, the fact of it being a financial card. And like I say, this is going to call for you guys to possibly have to be more transparent. All right, to open up, to loosen up. Like I said, you may be at a crossroads. All right, deciding if you want to continue down your old path, okay, your old way of doing things, or do you want to, you know, step out and transform your way of thinking, acting, behaving. That's going to help with your evolvement. All right. So then now let us go ahead and clarify. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Why is the Strength card here in the position of the current situation for Scorpio? All right, and you guys have the Seven of Pentacles to clarify strength under your current situation. So yeah, definitely you guys feeling like, you know, you're capable of putting in the necessary work to get the results that you desire, right? Just being proud of you being able to do that, right? Proud of yourself for being able to do that, and not letting, you know, not allowing yourself to feel as if you need help. Okay, as you can see, he's focused. All right, he's doing what he needs to do. He's dedicating his time, energy, space to what it is that he wants to do. All right, so you guys could just, I feel like this is saying you guys are focused right now. All right, you're focused on what it is that you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to grow something, right? And you guys are definitely focused on it to the point of not feeling as if you need assistance during this time. All right, but let's see, why is the Star card here in the position of the challenge? So it's almost like you guys are putting in the work but not expecting a great outcome with this Star card being here in a challenge. It's like kind of like I get the energy of being like doubtful, all right? Kind of like, you know, pessimistic, where you're looking at the cup as half empty versus half full. So it's like you guys are like, okay, I'll do this or I'll do that, but it don't matter because it's not going to work anyway. So you're like doubting the progress before it even happens. All right, that's what I'm getting for some of you all. Okay, and then we have the moon here to clarify the star. All right, so you go from the star to the moon. Yeah, definitely just, you know, maybe some of you guys are not facing your fears. With this being here in a challenge position, this is what I'm getting. Some of you guys are not facing your fears. Some of you guys are not allowing yourself to be transparent. All right, you're lurking in the shadows. All right, not addressing things that needs to be addressed, but feeling like maybe the bare minimum that you're doing is going to get you the results that you desire. But I feel like Scorpio is calling for you to step out of the shadows, address your fears, be more transparent, and hopeful, right? Be more hopeful, be more positive or more optimistic towards what it is that you want. Because it's like you can't desire something and tell the universe that you desire it, you know, and then just be like, no, maybe I don't. Okay, maybe I do, maybe I don't. right? You have to believe in what it is that you're manifesting, believe what it is that you're working towards or through, and allow yourself to be transparent while doing it, all right? And not too prideful, all right? Not feeling like you have to take it on all by yourself, all right? Why is the Death card here in the position of the advice? Because some of you guys, I'm getting ancestral baggage with this 10 of Pentacles coming up, because this is a card of generations, right? And then, yeah, so maybe you guys, some of you guys could be dealing with, you know, trying to prove maybe to yourself and to others that you're, you know, able to do on your own, okay, without the assistance, without the help, all right? All right, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles to clarify this death under the advice position. And I do feel like the Queen of Pentacles is asking for you to ground yourself, right? Ground yourself. Look how peaceful and calm she is, right? So we know that the Queen of Pentacles is a very successful woman. Obviously, she's the queen, and on top of it, she's the Queen of Pentacles. So in order for her to be where she's at, she has to be grounded, right? She doesn't allow outside forces to enter her space and negate anything that she has going on for herself, right? So I do feel like you're being called to ground yourself, to be more nurturing, right? Allow yourself to be nurturing, maybe to yourself and to others, with this Death card being here, allowing for the transparency, allowing for the transformation to come in. And I'm also getting to a mother figure, right? So some of you guys may need to transform a relationship you have with a mother figure, especially with the 10 of Pentacles coming up. How I said something generational. Maybe you guys need to break generational ties that has been going down this road of, you know, maybe this isn't unusual for you to be as such because of generational influences in your life, right? So I do feel like some of you guys may be called to mend relationships with the mother figure, possibly transform relationships with the mother figure, in order for you to I feel like be more in tune with yourself, all right? And it says express more love through words and actions. So I feel like once you release that, maybe there's some type of pent up frustrations, or I don't want to say guilt, but maybe you guys are feeling like, you know, I can't even think of the word. I'm getting like maybe you guys felt neglected, right? And maybe some of you guys are resentful, all right, towards maybe a mother figure in your life, all right? With the being a Pentacles card, it could be just a mother figure, or it could be someone from the earth signs, which are Taurus, Virgos, or Capricorns. But I do feel like a sense of maybe resentment or neglect was there, all right? And that needs to be transformed in order for you to start to see life differently, I feel like. And this could be, you know, the crossroads you're at. Maybe some of you guys are, you know, okay, do I mend this relationship or do I not? Right? Do I mend it or do I not? So that could be the crossroads for some of you, whoever that resonates with. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please clarify why it's the 10 of Pentacles here in a position of the expected outcome. Look at this. We have the 3 of Pentacles. Yes, this is working together. All right. Learning to work together with, and I would assume that this is a family. You have the father, the daughter, the mother, right? So I would say working together with family. So maybe there was some generational things that needs to be addressed. And now it's time to work together. All right, come together as a family and fix situations. Get out of that mournful feeling of things not working right or things not going well, because you have the Five of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. It's just realizing that life goes on, right? Life goes on. So now let us get some oracle messages. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. 3 oracle messages, please, for my lovely Scorpios. 3 oracle messages for my lovely Scorpios. Yeah, but this could be the cause of you viewing life how you view it now, wanting to do things on your own, wanting to provide for yourself, stand tall and proud, even though in the back of your mind you may be feeling kind of skeptical about it all, right? But let's see what else your spirit team wants you to know. All right, and we have clinging. And it says, in order to navigate this complexity, you must loosen your grip and be adaptable, gain new perspectives. Yeah, so even spirit is asking you to loosen your grip, all right, in order to navigate whatever situation exists for you guys. In order to navigate it better, you will have to loosen your grip to not cling so much on to the one perspective or the one side you're viewing things from, and kind of take a step back, allow yourself to be meek, right, and allow, you know, others to come in and nurture you so that you can see things from new perspectives. All right, 2 more messages, please, for Scorpio. And then too, I feel like with that moon card being there, maybe you guys are like fearful of what addressing this situation will do for you, right? Not necessarily wanting to make yourself vulnerable in that sense, all right? But that's what I'm getting. 2 more messages, please. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Okie dokie. All right, and you guys have thoughts. And it says, keep your thoughts positive, move past your limited beliefs, and shift your energy to raise your vibrations. Yes, and this is what I was saying, like the feeling I was getting, like some of you guys were more on the pessimistic side than positive, right? So spirit is asking you to loosen your grip a little bit and to make your thoughts more positive, all right? Look at the cup as half full versus half empty. 1 more message for Scorpio, please. All right, and you guys have divine portal. And it says, get ready to awaken your connection to the spirit realm. The divine forces are helping you transform your life. All right. Yeah, so this is, I feel like you guys are going, some of you may be going through the dark night of the soul. Well, one of the healings that need to take place is some type of family healing, right? And I think you just need to be more transparent, you know, and allow yourself to express love more openly and more freely. All right, because your spirit team is getting ready to transform your life, all right, in a different way. But they do, I feel like, need for you to get over this hump first before they can do so. Now let's take a look at 2 aspects of your shadow self that you can work on during this time as it resonates with this reading. So thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. 2 aspects of the shadow self that Scorpio can work on during this time. All right, and you guys have wild shadow, which says unhealthy sexual behaviors, cheating, prostitution, affairs, risky sex, easy. Okay, and it says it's not healthy or safe to let yourself be vulnerable when there is no evidence of safety. All right. So remember how I mentioned like allowing yourself to be vulnerable earlier? So this is just saying, I feel like, allow yourself to be vulnerable, but not in the wrong way. All right. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, but not in the wrong way, because being vulnerable in the wrong way could be like a cover up, or you trying to mask or cover up your true emotions and feelings. All right. So just be mindful of that. One more aspect of the shadow self for Scorpio. Thank you, beautiful angels, spirit guides, ancestors. And I feel like some of you guys are like, do I want to tackle this situation or do I not? Right? Like with this crossroads, I'm really getting that strongly. Like, do I want to address, the elephant in the room when it comes to whatever the situation is for you guys? Do I want to address the elephant that's in the room, or do I want to just keep doing me? Right? Do I want to just keep doing me? I've persevered thus far. I'll continue to persevere on my own, the mentality that you guys are having. Or do I address, okay, I've made it up to this point, but how do I go further? And going further means addressing issues that may be limiting you from going further than where you are now. Okay, and then you guys have incurious shadow. Okay, not curious or observant, willfully blind, not learning lessons. Okay, and it says you can't turn a blind eye to problems that require you to take action. Things you ignore will only grow. All right, so some of you need to address your incurious shadow. And this is just like I said, I just mentioned this, are we going to address the elephant in the room, or are we just going to act like we don't see it? How she has her eyes, covered here. All right, and just keep living how you're living, but to no avail with the type of positive outcome that you may be wanting, right? So then let us go ahead and pull an archetype message for you guys. Now, I do feel like some of you guys are like overly independent because maybe issues in a family, maybe mainly mother figure, right? And that relationship has to be transformed. That relationship has to be transformed before you can be transformed, is what I'm getting. All right, learning to work together. All right, so then you guys have the athlete. And it says, the task before you is a long road ahead. The dedication, the strength, and drive will determine your future. All right, so it may be hard to tackle. All right, maybe something that may be hard to tackle, but the dedication, as this card says, the strength, all right, and you have the strength card here, all right, and the drive will determine the outcome. So what you put out is what you get, right? What you put in, I should say, is what you get out. All right, so just learning how to keep your thoughts positive, looking at things from different perspectives, and not being blind to the situation that is before you, not being blind to address that there are some things that need to be, tended to. All right, and I do feel like it is a family situation for most of you guys. All right. And then lastly, we are going to pull I already pulled some tea leaf messages for you. So let's take a look at what these say. All right, so you guys have position of authority, throne. All right, you have cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. All right, and then you have claw, be careful, do not take a risk. And then you have will, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. All right, and this just brings me back to being at a crossroads. Yeah, you know, do I take the risk? Do I just go and just see where my life goes, see where it ends up? Position of authority throne with the queen here. Queens sit, you know, on thrones. So this could be, you know, you wanting to be the person in authority of your life, or it could be, you know, you having issues with someone who was once considered authority figure in your life. But either way, you know, you have this divine portal, you have the cobweb, so you're protected from any negative forces, all right, any negative energy. So when you decide to step out and tackle the situation, right, your spirit team is going to be there to guide you and assist you through it, Scorpio, all right? But remember, as this card says, it's entirely up to you. All right, so even when we look at this claw card that says be careful, this could be just also talking about timing. All right, tread lightly, okay, on how you approach the situation. All right. Okay, my lovely Scorpios, that is your monthly reading. Really hope you enjoyed. If so, please be sure to hit the like button as well as to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, my lovelies, take care and bye-bye.